Hey guys, so in today's video, I'm going to be showing you how I achieved these boho knotless braids. This will be my first time doing this. Y'all know I used to do protective styles all the time, and I just wanted to, try it out and see if I was able to achieve the look I was going for. And I really like the way they turned out. It's definitely a lot of work, okay? But I will be using the bundles from Ywigs. I did use body wave hair in this video, which you'll see in a second, but I really like the way it turned out. So let's get into what I used and how I prepped. Like I said, the hair is from Ywigs, and I'm super excited because I've really been wanting to try the body wave look. So this is everything that I used all in one frame. As I said, I used the bundles from Ywigs, and this is what the bag looks like. And then this is what the bundles look like. So I have 3 bundles of 22, which is like the perfect length for this hairstyle. I love me a good long anything, so I had to get me 22 inches, and as you can see, it is body wave. And then this is the braiding hair that I used. It's pre-stretched 52 inch because I feel like that's a good length for the style that I'm going for, because I'm going to be kind of extending the braids with the bundles. And then these clips came in handy like no other, so I would highly recommend using those. And then obviously a rat tail comb. And then this is what the hair looks like. As you can see, she is nice and shiny and bouncy. It is super soft, and it was so easy to work with. I was actually really happy that this wasn't as hard. It's not that it's hard, it's just very time consuming. It's like it took me about 18 hours, y'all. Okay. So this is what I was saying earlier about my parting. This is what my hair looked like. This is how I separated it as I went. I didn't pre-part it, so there wasn't really anything for me to show you. But basically, I'm just going to be going up the back, and then obviously I need to fix that part in the middle, but then I'm going to be working from side to side. Because I'm not going anywhere and I'm just going to be spending time at home, I could start from the back and work my way to the front. But if you have things going on, it's recommended that you start on your crown. But I'm going to be doing it like this because it was actually super easy, and I like to get the back out of the way first. So I didn't feel the need to come in and show you the beginning process because that was just really me getting the swing of things. But this is me about, I want to say 12, it's between 12 to 14 hours in. And this was definitely some work, okay? I was struggling a little bit because I'm just not that great of a knotless braider. Personally, I am very good at like the traditional braids, but this is what about 12 to 14 hours, I believe, of work looks like. And as you can see, my parts are not small, but they're like medium, I guess you could say. I started off small, and then of course, typically that's how it goes. You start off small, and then you're like, we gotta make these a little bit bigger because we need to hurry up, okay? I was doing these for the Lorve brand trip that I just went on, so I had the whole weekend to do them, but I wasn't trying to spend the entire weekend doing them. So this is what they look like. I think they're pretty neat for someone who can't really see the back of their head like that. I do have a 3-way mirror, but this is what my hair looks like, y'all. It looks pretty clean. I think it looks really good. And I'm super happy at where I was at this point. And then it was time for me to start working on the front. And as you can see, the hair is super full. It's super bouncy. And that's exactly what I wanted. So this is the look that I was definitely going for. And I'm so happy that it was turning out how I was envisioning it. So this is pretty much me doing the braids. So for each braid, I added in about 4 pieces total. This isn't a tutorial by any means because I can't even really explain how this is done. I was watching so many videos before I did this, but for each braid, I did add in 4 pieces of hair. So I had the hair pre-separated on one of those little braid racks that people use when they separate their hair for knotless braids. And then once I got to the ends of my hair, because it was super puffy, I think I need to cut my hair low-key, cut my ends. It's about that time. But I had to really make sure I smoothed it out so that my hair wasn't sticking out. And then at this point, at the end of my hair, I would add in one of the body wave pieces. And for the body wave pieces, I went between 4 and 5 pieces per braid. In the front, I think I kind of like brought it down a little bit because I didn't want it to be too big. I wanted it to be really full at the bottom. But at the top, I wanted it to not have such like a big puffy look. So I did do 4 pieces. So after adding in hair, I would go down about 2 inches, add another piece, 2 more inches, add another piece. And then I would make it to the very ends of the braid. And that is where I kind of extended the braid. So the braid is obviously going to stop at a certain point unless you added another piece of braiding hair. But I wanted to make the ends more body waves. So that's when I would go in and add a piece towards the bottom. And then obviously that kind of elongates the braid and makes it a lot longer than it would have been had you just stopped the braid. So at the end, I did do this like little knot thing that I saw. I saw people do like nail glue and all this other stuff, but I really was not trying to have nail glue all over my fingers. So I just tied it in a knot. And honestly, I didn't have any issues with anything unraveling. I still have these braids in right now, which I will be taking them out today because I have some other hairstyles to do, but I've had them in for 2 weeks and I have not lost any hairs or anything coming out of the braids, or the bottom have not unraveled or anything crazy like that. So yeah, this is me just braiding my hair continuously. So I'm just going to play the video and you guys go watch me braid my hair. So after about 18 hours of braiding, goodness gracious, I finally finished and I actually really like the way the hair turned out. As you can see, it is very full, it is very big, and the body wave hair just looks so nice. I love how like it's a wavy look versus a curly look. And with the wavy look, I prefer to use more hair than the curly. I feel like curly could get a little overwhelming sometimes, but body wave is just like effortless and just beautiful. But in the front, I will be going over the pieces with some hot water just to kind of like lay them down, tone them down a bit because they're just kind of sticking out and it looks a little weird. But other than that, this hair is absolutely gorgeous. I think I did a pretty good job. What do you guys think? This is what the back of my hair is looking like, so you guys can see that. As you can see, the braids are looking real good. They're not tight. There's no tension. It is like obviously somewhat of a tension because you did just braid your hair, but it's not painful at all. As you can see, I could move the braids around and put it in a ponytail, put it in a bun, do all that good stuff, and I'm not like uncomfortable. So yeah, tell me what you guys think down below. If you guys would ever try out this style. If you have tried out this style, would you do it again? I really like it. It's perfect for vacation. I definitely wouldn't do it all year round, honestly. I would probably just specifically do it for special occasions like vacations and stuff like that. But I love this hairstyle. It was so pretty. And this is how much hair I ended up with in the end. I had about 6 pieces of these in the beginning with the gold piece wrapped around it. It was about 6 total. And this is how much I have left. So I will have everything linked below from Ywigs. Definitely check them out and let me know what you guys think of this hairstyle.